and welcome back to another Lego video. Today we're going to divert from Harry Potter and we're going to take a closer look at the Lego Friends TV show set. I have already built this set, so I'm just going to show in a bit more detail the figures and the building itself. Then I'm going to take you through what I like about the set, what I don't like about the set. It's truth time. So, as I've already said, this is the Lego Central Perk set from the TV show Friends, item number 21319. It was released in 2019 to mark the 25th anniversary of Friends. It is age range from 16 plus, which is definitely reflected in the build themselves, as it's a bit more of a challenge, which is definitely welcomed. There is 1,070 pieces that build to be about 11 centimetres high and 29 centimetres wide. For me personally, this took about 4.5 hours to build. I paid £60 for this set from Asda, but on the official Lego website it's £64.99. Now let's take a closer look at the packaging. The first thing you might notice is the damage on the box. Yes, it did turn up like that. And honestly, I must be very unlucky when it comes to this, because if you watch my Harry Potter Great Haul video, you will know that that set turned up damaged too. On the front of the packaging, it shows in detail the full design of this set. It introduces us to the 7 figures, so we have Ross Geller, Monica Geller, Chandler Bing, Phoebe Buffay, Joey Tribbiani, Rachel Green, and Gunther. It also lets us know that this is actually a Lego Ideas set, number 27. As most of you know, Lego Ideas is a website which allows users to submit ideas for future Lego sets. If it gains 10,000 supporters and then gets approved by Lego itself, it gets the go-ahead, and apparently the user earns 1% of the profit. After a bit of research, I found this set was actually submitted in late 2016 and hit the 10,000 supporters by September 2018. It was approved 5 months later and released in September 2019, which is 3 years since it was first submitted. There are a few changes in design from what was submitted to what was actually released, but the main components are still there. On the back of the packaging, we just have some more shots of the set itself. Another thing to note is the box opens in a different way to all the other Lego sets I've had. I'm not saying it's unheard of, just I haven't experienced this before. Inside the box you get one rather thick instruction booklet, 7 bags of Lego labelled 1 to 6 with 2 number 1 bags, and a small sticker sheet. First thing to note about the instruction booklet is the high quality pages and colour, as to be expected from Lego. At the beginning of the booklet there is a short description about the show itself and each of the main characters, which again for me is a feature I've not seen before, and wonder if this is the same in all Lego Ideas sets. For example, Phoebe Buffay is a ditzy, sweet-natured masseuse who grew up homeless. She's an aspiring musician who plays the guitar and sings songs with a somewhat unusual lyrics at the coffee shop. Definitely agree. There is also a section on the user who submitted this set idea. The steps themselves are in manageable chunks, making it easy to follow along. Now let's move on to the figures and characters. First up is Ross Geller, who is very close to appearance in the show and has an interchangeable face. He comes with a keyboard, which if you remember is a reference from season 4, where he plays in Central Perk and Phoebe is the only one who loves it. Next up is Monica Geller, again very close in appearance to the show and her hairpiece is spot on. She comes with a cake and again has an interchangeable face. Chandler Bing. Now his torso piece is very close in appearance to the show with the classic blue shirt and black sweater vest. He has an interchangeable face. Chandler comes with a laptop that opens and closes and has a keyboard. It's very well made. Phoebe Buffay has some lovely detailing on the back of her torso piece, as well as an interchangeable face. She comes with an acoustic guitar, very nice for recreating the endless smelly cat scenes. Next up we have Joey Tribbiani. His interchangeable faces really suit his personality, with the how you doing face and a classic smiley face. He comes with a pizza box, a pizza slice, and his man bag from an episode in season 5. Rachel Green comes in her classic waitress outfit with interchangeable faces. She comes with a grey tray carrying a mug, as obviously Rachel works as a waitress in Central Perk for part of this TV show. And lastly we have Gunther. His torso piece is very nice with the outlandish tie just like in the show. He also comes with a broom. Let us start by looking at the outside of the building. So on either side we have these studio lights, which really highlights this as a TV set. There are 3 doors as entrances and exits to this set. The grey Lego bricks on the outside help to represent the pavement that this building would back onto. There is a poster up on the outside wall of Joey wearing blue lipstick, which is a nod to the episode in season 10. Inside we will start by looking at the coffee machine area. So, The coffee machine itself is very detailed in design. The counter is fitted with a till, which I find to be a super cute addition. Also on the counter is a cookie jar, which is a nice touch. There is a central Perk chalkboard menu on the wall. Next, let us look at the seating area, which is mainly for the extras in the show. It is really well made, not taking too much away from the main seating area itself. This area is equipped with the service sign, which a lot of people do not seem to notice in the TV show. The music stage is equipped with a microphone, which can be switched out for Ross's keyboard. Another thing to note is that the window has Central Perk printed onto it, just like in the show. Now for the main seating area, and the famous Friends couch. I believe the shaping and colouring of the couch is perfectly executed, and it gives enough room for 3 figures. The armchair and the table are both very well made. This whole section is removable, giving you the option to display and play with it separately. I love the way all 3 rugs were built, and how they turned out colour-wise. Now let's get on to the controversial bit. The positives, the negatives. So let's get on to the positives. I believe this set is good value for money in respect to the number of pieces and build time, especially when considering that LEGO would have had to pay out for the licenses. This set has high quality packaging and an information booklet, as to be expected by LEGO. I love the fact that the booklet comes with information about the show, characters, and the designers themselves. Monica's hairpiece is spot on to what we see in the show. I appreciate the quantity of items that we have for Joey, so the pizza box, the pizza slice, the man bag, and the fact that it all really fits his personality. I believe Gunther is a really lovely addition to this set. They could have left it as the 6 main characters, but including him really improves the playability of this set. The set itself is sturdy and beautiful. I love all the references, the Easter eggs if you will, that are dotted about this set from throughout all the seasons. It really appeals to the hardcore Friends fans. I love that the main seating area is detachable from the set itself, giving people an option to display that section alone if they only had limited storage. And lastly, there are a lot of pieces and figures in this set, making this have a high level of playability. Now we're moving on to the negatives. As I've said and shown before, this box came damaged. However, that's not LEGO's fault and does not take away from the set itself. The way the booklet tells you to leave this set up makes it feel very cramped. But after a little move around and by spreading the pieces and figures out, you can really get it to work. This is personally how I have it set up, it just makes it feel a little bit more spread out. Ross Geller's keyboard doesn't actually have a place in this set. Yes, it can be swapped out for the microphone and stand, but it doesn't actually have a dedicated space, which is slightly annoying for the people who just display LEGO. However, it is a nice feature for avid viewers of the show. I feel that Monica just being given some cake as her personal item is an easy way out. I get it. Yeah, she used to be a larger lady, but I would have loved to see something more personal to her, like a chef's hat. With Phoebe, her hairpiece actually stops her from sitting fully back on the sofa like the other figures. In my opinion, the Central Perk branded window should have been printed on both sides. And lastly, I feel like on the music stage there needs to be 2 studs from the floor, giving the figures a place to stand securely. I would 100% recommend this set to any Friends fans. 1, it's gorgeous, and 2, there are plenty of references to all the seasons. As well as that, the price to brick ratio is fab, and there is a high level of playability with this set. The negatives I've mentioned is honestly me just nitpicking, and I honestly think that the positives fully outweigh that. In the future, I would love to see Monica's apartment as a set. Let me know if you have this LEGO Friends TV show set, and what you personally think of it down in the comments below. Thank you, and goodbye.